promise you guys this. We're going to go over some things. So first off, let's read the Muerto Times and then we'll break it down. We're going to kind of give out what they thought was the best, right? The Muerto Times actually is just what they deem is the most important that they put on the front page, like the newspaper, right? So let's take a look. Oh, no drama. All right, Muerto Times, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, I don't know if I can make this any bigger. All right, that's big enough. I hope you guys can see that. Let me look here. Yo, what's up, Tori? Good evening. All right, over 150 fixes in this testing. Guys, here's the ones that are the main. And these are going to break down, or of course, we're going to have to go over them a little bit more. But Danny's Instant Sunny changes to Danny's level 3 Instant Sunny is currently a fix in testing. We have the reasoning behind this too, as far as what it actually entails. So I will explain that in full detail for you guys here shortly. Grapple tuning. Family will no longer be able to instantly execute victims while they are in a grapple with another family member. Now, there's two things that this sucks. This fucking sucks. One, I think it should be. Fuck it, dude. I think it should be. Because if you're got balls enough to attempt to grapple a killer, you should reap the consequences. Okay? However, Matt did say that you can still get killed in the animation as long as your health is low enough, as well as regardless you're taking chip damage. Chip damage. Okay? Chip damage. All right, so that's a good and bad thing. Know what? Honestly, if they removed Danny's instant temper, that would be enough. He'd be running around studying all game and not really helping the team escape. Yo, I gotta really dig into the minds of these developers and understand why they thought it was an issue with level 1 and level 2 Danny, and they nerfed level 1 and level 2 Danny. They now, if you're not a level 3 Danny, tampering shit takes so much longer, 25% longer. That's fucking crazy. It was already long as shit. It was already long as shit. I don't know. Anyways, Grandpa Perk saved. Changing out your Grandpa Perk will save your loadout. This wasn't even mentioned in the dev stream. So what does this mean? Well, fuck, I have a brand new Leatherface on my team. Wish me luck. Ah, shit. What does this mean? Is the Grandpa Perks now saved? Like, they don't fucking... Ah. I see. So, it's not deleting the perks anymore. That's good news. Because that was annoying. The fact it took 5 months to fix that. Missing fuse box found. Fuse box can now be seen in Johnny Shack on Nancy's house while using Family Focus. Okay, this is exactly what I was always wondering why I can never see it in there. So that's good. Slippery has found its way back to Danny's skill tree. Shut the fuck up. Now we got to re-roll because it's a rando. Right? Slippery would have been a random? No way, dude. Slippery. Woo! Not that it matters, because we already have the God roll. You're just going to use fast hands, choose flight, and extra drip. But Slippery's a good backup. Family trap, no more. Exploit, where victims could entrap family players being addressed. Super easy. This is the barge tech that people were doing, and the against Leatherface, specifically in the cold room in Family House. Downstairs. Did they do anything to Leatherface? Absolutely. We will be getting to that here in just a second. Choose flight, bomb squad, and more. Certain perks are being rebalanced. We have the gist. We have the T of what the balance actually is on another page. We will get to that here shortly. Once again, we're just kind of going over these quickly. Instant start Leatherface. Players with instant start will now start their chainsaws faster. Huge. No more fucking dumb over the head bullshit. He pulls the lever and you run. Okay? Simple. He's not putting it above his head. He's not fucking screaming. That is massive, especially at the beginning of a match. When you start that first chainsaw, you're able to take off. Poison Claws rebalance, okay? It's no longer stacking. I think it was 8 damage per hit. It was, it's now stacks 2, 4, 8 like it was supposed to. Poison Claws still is going to be strong as fuck, and I guarantee it. I'm calling it now. However, Nancy's ass, so it doesn't matter. Hitch, Hitch, Cook, and Leatherface, guys. Clearly, okay? No need. Thicker blood trails. Blood trails will now be thicker. Very cool. They mentioned breaking pallets quicker, but not crawl spaces. Exactly. Super weird. When the update go live, we'll get to that in just a second. New language translations. Very cool. Brazilian, Portuguese, Russian translations will be added. Huge, because guess what? A big chunk of this game, roughly 50%, I would say, or 40, maybe even less. Maybe it's like 20, 30% are Russian. There's multiple Russian players that stream this game on Twitch, and they never had fucking language translation in Russian. That sucks. So, very cool. Very cool. Under investigation. This is what's coming in the post. So, not the next patch, which is going to be in a couple of weeks, by the way. Junks with the follow. Welcome in. Thank you so much. Yo, X-Max. Once the update go live, the OGs are the best, man. You guys can't beat Hitch, Cook, and Leatherface. What's up, Big Wet? How you doing, man? Hope you had a great stream yourself this morning. I was lurking. Report system improvements. Whatever. I don't think it ever will work. Basement fuse door notification. What the fuck? I mean, it happens all the time, but it's not just the basement. Nancy exploits. I know nothing about these. Spawn point issues. Okay, great. This is definitely going to be in partake to fucking Johnny spawning. Johnny spawning on gas station behind 3 locked doors. Okay, the locked door to the street. The gate that they fucking just recently put in, and then the outside gate to the generator side. 3 fucking doors for Johnny to get out. They're gonna have to move his ass. And the only other spawn point that I can think of is Sissy on Slaughterhouse. With the battery being turned on already, we don't need Sissy to spawn that fucking far away from everything. That's the only 2 things that I can really think of. Honestly. Maybe they changed Nancy's house up a little bit too, because if you run Nancy, Sissy, and Cook, you all spawn in the fucking house. Like right next to each other. So I don't know how they're gonna mess around with that. Close encounter minigame issues and crashing and loading issues. But this is great. Okay, obviously if you guys have any issues you ran into, please don't forget to send your messages to support.txchainsawgame.com for help. All right, let's get to this. I'm pulling up my dashboard. Hold up. Yo! Hold the fort. I gotta pull up my dashboard here. We are gonna go to my most recent YouTube post. And we ripped this. I edited it a little bit, but we ripped it straight from Reddit. Somebody wrote everything down for us. This is a great post. Bada bing, bada boom. Let me make this bigger for y'all. All right, here it is. What about Johnny ability in day maps? In the day maps? I'm not sure. Is it movie content, new survivor and killer, or another original set of characters? Nothing has been announced yet. As far as who it is, I'll put guaranteed money that it's original characters though. And I'll tell you why here when we get to there. Okay, so new content coming with 90 days, within 90 days or less. This was the funniest part of the dev stream. How many times that they posted this, right? How many times did they talk about 90 days or less? So what they're meaning is this whole patch is not going to be one giant fucking patch, but within 90 days, we will get everything here, which means it could come in 3 weeks, and then 4 weeks, and then 6 weeks, and then 9 weeks, right? You see what I mean? So that's kind of how it works. It's not about all the bullshit, all right? Free bride skin for Sissy, officially confirmed. It is a wedding dress skin for Sissy, free for all users. Huge. I know it's something so dumb, but giving out a free skin after the fiasco that they had with the pay-to-win, the paid-for DLC and the outrageous prices for reskins, this is huge. Okay, shirtless skin for Johnny, officially confirmed. In fact, that is officially here, and I will pull it up. Give me just a second. We will pull it up. I'm really mad that my algorithm is now going to have shirtless Johnny in my search bar. Okay, but hey, it is what it is. They actually have a player model too. Where the fuck is this picture? Son of a bitch, dude. This has to be on Twitter, right? Y'all gotta be kidding me. Not one, bro? Not one on Google? I should have been more prepared. Okay, thank you. Twitter. Here's the player model, essentially. Don't mind the hair. It said his hair's not going to look like this. So yes, shirtless Johnny is officially here. Okay? This will be released on, they said, I believe, what was it? February 6th? February 6th, guys, will be the new latest update for these starts. Museum mode. So if you guys ever played Friday the 13th, this is the virtual cabin. It's essentially you spawn in as a single player in Family House, and you walk around and you learn all of the lore of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's a couple of mini games they mentioned that you can play to unlock more content and get some more information on that. But regardless, it's pretty cool, and it's whatever, right? A lot of people are like, I don't give a fuck about a museum mode. But also, if you guys ever played Modern Warfare 2, I believe it was Modern Warfare 2. It might have been Modern Warfare 3. There was a level at the end when you were literally in a museum, I believe, and you got to walk around and look at all the fucking displays of shit. They had all the weapons in glass cases, and you can just inspect stuff. That is literally like the same thing. Okay, this is kind of how it is. New map, official, The Mill, which, by the way, still isn't the graveyard map. So we already confirmed have 2 more maps coming at the very least. Okay, The Mill. Now this looks fucking wild. All right, so let me go ahead and pull this up because The Mill TCM. Maybe I get a screenshot here. Maybe. Yo, Twitter don't be having no nudity laws, so give me a second here. I gotta fucking look. Texas Chainsaw Massacre The Mill? All right. Very cool. Thank you, Bloody Disgusting. So, they officially announced that this map is going to be more vertical. They attempted this to start the road with Nancy's house. However, okay, this is going to be very large, up and down. Okay, imagine what the exits are going to look like. Clearly, more barricades here. What does this barricade even mean? Looks like a bridge coming down here. Let me zoom in just a smidge. It never lets me zoom in anymore, dude. I don't know what to tell you. If you look here, here's a bridge, and then there's the barricade, and then it looks like a staircase going down. So it's gonna be fucking huge. But they wanted more levels, is what they said. Because if you look at Slaughterhouse and look at Family House, it's and gas station, right? It's basically 2 levels. Let's not count Family House's 3rd story as a 3rd level, right? It's pretty much flat. With Nancy's house, they had that incline, right? On the road. It's a little bit different, a little bit more like this. So this is going to be very interesting. And I feel like this map is going to be hard as fuck to learn. But I am amped. Look how high this goes, dude. Look at this shit. Ain't nobody surviving jumping out these windows, dude. Okay, door slams with tiny ass fucking walkways here, dude. Staircases, like that's gonna be nuts, dude. Sissy bride, yeah. Mm-hmm. Bride sissy. I see a great place to even have all of this. And then look, the windmills behind us, right? So Slaughterhouse, this is behind Slaughterhouse. Right? This might be the actual slaughterhouse that we found in the collectibles. Believe it or not. So yeah. Very cool. Okay. Moving on. Several brutal execution packs. So they mentioned that the executions, while tame, were not as gruesome as people thought they would be. And so they are adding execution packs for everybody. And multiple execution packs for all killers. And that they are going to be way more brutal than the ones that we have now. Weapon customization. Ladies and gentlemen, we have weapon skins coming to the game. That is Cook's broomstick handle, Johnny's knife, Hitchhiker's pocket knife, Sissy's switchblade. You also have Leatherface's chainsaw and Nancy's fucking whatever, her hoe, right? That's gonna be cool. We're in 3rd person. We can see skins. So this is great. Yes, they wanted more brutality and more gore. So, very weird. More cosmetics for families and victims. Clearly, we're getting more skins. They mentioned that they were going to also bring a Bloody Nancy skin in, possibly. So I'm not sure about that. I don't know if these are going to be more reskins. Obviously, we already know what all of Danny's new skins are going to look like because of the leaks in the fucking kill screen, in the cutscene when we look at Danny. We've seen pretty much like 15 outfits for Danny, so I'm not sure what's going on there. A new victim and a new family member officially announced today. No other information provided. Wes did say that he wants to keep it a secret because he wants to drop a trailer for it, as well as a behind-the-scenes project for everybody that did the motion cap and the voice acting for the characters. So, with that being said, this is why I think that it's going to be just a random, regular-ass original characters. Unfortunately, we don't have in 3 months. Oh, what's up, Hockey? Unfortunately, we don't have the rights to anything past Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1. So, TCM 2 and beyond, we don't have the fucking rights for. And I keep saying we, like I work for Gun. They don't have the rights for. All right? So, To everybody that was hoping for Chop Top, that was hoping for like Bubba version of Bubba, and everybody, Jessica Biel, right? Matthew McConaughey. It's not gonna happen right now. I hope to God that they get the rights. I know that they have the rights for TCM1 for the next 5 years. For the next 5 years. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. 150 plus changes coming in the next patch around February 6th. So, February 6th is going to be a giant patch. It's going to have multiple perks changed up, and we're going to be getting into those perks here very shortly. And this is going to be the talk of the stream because of what's happening. How they have Sissy, it's not from 1. No, so Hakeed, they will have in 90 days, they're going to have multiple patches within 90 days. That's basically what it means. It's not going to take 3 months to get all of this out. This will happen on February 6th. A lot of these things will happen on February 6th. Okay. All right. Changes. Grappling. Once again, if a second family member strikes you mid-grapple, you'll take massive damage but won't die. Not unless your health is already low. So, you will be taking chip damage. Once again, think of a Bubba hit regardless. It's almost an insta-kill anyway with my build that I use. But it's not guaranteed. Okay? Especially if they have... a lot of people are going to be running no cell and grappler now. I can feel it. Okay? So no, we can't insta-kill anymore. But you do have the option... if your health is very low and you're grappling somebody, you can still get 1 hit if your health is low enough. Okay. Barge tech in the family house, we already talked about this. It won't be able to be used anymore, which is fine. I never did it anyway. I thought it was fucking stupid. And plus, I'm above a main, so I hate you. Instant chainsaw start for Leatherface. Starting the chainsaw animation will consume less time in the future. This is big because it will no longer do the overhead bullshit when he pulls the string and he goes, "Ah!" Right? It's done. Hold a string, run. Simple. Huge. Shaving off about 3 seconds. 3 seconds is a lot of time in this game. You guys know that. Okay? Great impression. Yes, the goat. Breaking barricades will take less time as well. Big. Okay? What is it? 5 seconds for a barricade? 7 seconds for a crawl space. The problem here is the crawl spaces are outrageously long. So does this mean they will also be doing barricades as in crawl spaces too? Or did Matt just misspeak? Because he said barricades only. He didn't say crawl spaces or doors. I'm not sure. Blood trails will be a bit thicker in all platforms. Not as much as it used to be on console, but it'll be thicker than it is now. Thicker. Let's go. All right. Simple. That's a great UI fix. You guys already know this. Now we can see them a little bit better when they're bleeding. Again, languages are coming. Brazilian, Portuguese, Russian. Okay, more language UIs in the future. It's gonna be better. Poison Claw nerf. We already talked about this. It was stacking at 8 damage, whatever, per hit. So 8, 16, 32, but it was supposed to be 2, 4, 8. That was the problem here. So this is not even technically being nerfed. It's being fixed. Fixing and nerfing are a different term. Okay? Confusing mechanic. I cannot believe that this is even being mentioned. They said... this just kind of goes to show how disconnected they are from the meta. Okay? The fact that Matt came out and said that these 4 perks that we're about to read right now, these 4 perks are the most used perks and most needing attention perks in the game. And confusing fucking mechanic was one of them. I laughed for 5 minutes straight. Not a single person uses this perk ever. If you use confusing mechanic, you're out of your fucking mind, dude. Not a chance. I do not understand. Confusing mechanic, however, will now be applicable to fuse and valve. It only worked on the battery, which, by the way, if you're a mechanic, what do you work on? Fucking cars, right? You don't work on pressure tanks and fuse boxes. You're a fucking mechanic. This does not need to be changed. I have zero idea why this was fucking changed, okay? I don't understand. And nobody ever used it to begin with. That is my big, you fucking crazy part of the patch. Get out of here. ETO, easily tuckered out. We knew how busted this perk has since launch. Percentages will be slightly nerfed, okay? I don't know how much they're gonna dirt it, but I don't think they're gonna go too hard. You can't overcompensate, right? So ETO is gonna get a small nerf, which is of course going to really affect Hitch, Nancy, and Hitch, Sissy, and Johnny. Not really anybody else. And if you're using ETO instead of fired up Scout or Wireframe, you're playing Hitchhiker wrong. Okay? Choose flights. Charge system will be nerfed. All right, so here we go. Choose polite. Choose flight will no longer have 3 charges. You will only have 1 charge per game. Okay? At level 1, it charges 50% of your stamina. So if you have your full stamina bar, okay, and you burn, if you only have level 1 choose flight, that will go to 50% stamina. It will refill 50%. At level 2, it will refill 75%. And at level 3, it will refill a full bar again. You get 1 bar and 1 bar only. Okay? And most of us, if you don't have level 3 choose flight by now, you're playing the game wrong. Again, no offense. So that is the system. We're all basically only getting 1 charge because all of us have level 3 choose flight. Let's be real here. Come on now. Okay. Bomb squad will be nerfed. At level 1, you can disable a single trap. At level 2, 2 traps. And at level 3, 3 traps. Now, this doesn't mean different traps. You get charges. Bomb squad now has charges. You don't require a bone scrap, and you can still do it 80% faster. However, if you have a level 1 bomb squad, you only get 1 trap per game to disable it. Okay? If you're at level 2, you get 2 traps, and level 3, 3 traps. If Hitchhiker so happens to be resetting that trap, then it will take charges away. It's not 3 different traps, it's 3 traps in total. Does that make sense? Thank you. Pretty significant nerf. However, I still think it's the problem is the speed. How often are you disabling more than 3 traps in a game? Let's be real. I don't think this is a massive nerf. This is a start, but I still feel that Bomb Squad is very strong. Because when am I doing more than 3 traps a game? Realistically. Danny changes. Here we go. All right, boys and girls. Danny can no longer instant study an object and tamper it. Tamper it. I'm not sure what this is. Tamper. Okay? So, for example, he can instant study everything in the basement. All light fixtures, all toolboxes, the fuse box door. Make sure you never forget to do the fuse box door. However, if you go up to instant tamper the valve, for example, and you study it first, you will not be able to tamper it. So what you want to do is make sure that you just don't study those things. Make sure you have enough toolboxes and lamps studied already before you go fucking tamper the valve or the fuse. It literally changed nothing. Danny is still stupid strong because guess what? You only need 25% of his bar to instant tamper something. Okay? So, with that being said, just be smart about it and don't tamper the object you want to, or don't study the object that you want to tamper. Does that make sense to everybody? For example, again, if I want to do the fuse, right? And I'm going up to the fuse box and I have enough to fully tamper it. I'm not going to re-tamper, or I'm not going to study the fuse box also. Okay? No need. Because then it will fuck you over and you can't tamper it. Now, if you're dead set on like, yo, I got a valve, I'm going to go fucking I'm going to go study the fuse box because I know I'm not going to tamper the fuse box, and that's a massive jump. But again, you don't need it. You don't need it. You only need 25% of your bar to fully tamper something. It made no difference. Danny is still broken. And I cannot wait to hear Alucard's explanation on this one. I'm very amped on that. All right, moving on. We got a little bit more to go here, guys. Knowledge gained from an object to another will be better adjusted. So, I'm not sure what that is. Knowledge gained from an object to another will be better adjusted. I think this might mean that level 1 and level 2 Danny are still being nerfed. That's a significant nerf. Level 1 and level 2 Danny's. Community questions that were answered. This is all that they announced. Now, from here is when they opened up the gates to allow us to ask questions. They need more footage and feedback on Leatherface stalling. Unfortunately. How do they need more footage? Jesus Christ, man. Sissy and Sunny buffs are being looked into. Sissy and Sunny buffs are being looked into. Door slam pings will be reduced in the future. Okay. They're working on adding rewards tied to new higher levels, which is great. Give us a little bit more incentive on the level cap. They're against lobby dodging penalties, but it could change if it helps the game's future. Oh, wee! Oh, shit. What a big one, dude. Get those lobbies back. Don't be against it. Just do it now. That's the problem we're having. New day-night variations on some maps that don't have it yet. The more tickets they receive, the faster they can fix bugs. Scout is being looked at. Scout nerf in the future. There are Johnny lines for Nancy. They're just not triggering for some reason. And Bloody Skint for Nancy. They will not add a battle pass. Somebody asked if there would be ever duplicate characters, like we had in Friday the 13th, where they allowed, 7 Vanessas to run around. They said no. And custies are being looked at because of the whole customization, trying to run scrims or practicing or testing things is a big problem. The lobby timer will be removed on February 6th. Okay. And they're investigating the reason the lobby is bugged from the family side, and they're thoroughly focused on it. That is today's massive dev stream breakdown. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I appreciate it. We just did a live recording. I'm live right now on Twitch, but this was for YouTube. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and please come join me over on Twitch as well. We'll see you guys on the next one.